line. Welcome to the EdTech Family Podcast, the voice of EduAwesomeAdventure.com. I'm Rebecca Remkowitz, and I'm 1/3 of the EdTech family. Here with me today are...
Connor. Hello, I'm Connor Purdy, and I am part of the EdTech family, 1/3 of the EdTech family, with my mom. We together are 2/3 of the EdTech family.
And I'm Kira, and I am 1/3 of the EdTech family, along with Connor and my mom. So let's get into the actual podcast.
Okay. We just returned from an epic cross-country Eduawesome adventure. We bookended our trip with overnights in San Francisco, but we spent the better part of the week in eastern Tennessee. We hiked in 2 national parks and attended a Lady Vols basketball game. So, with all of that in mind, Connor, what were the highlights for you?
The whole entire trip, but mainly, let's see, the Lady Vols game on campus, being on the Tennessee, the UT campus, and then, Oh, we went to Hard Knocks. I really liked it.
Oh, Hard Knocks, the pizza place?
Yeah.
That was kind of rad.
Pizza, yeah.
That reminded us a little bit of Smack
Pie
Pie in
Lodi.
Lodi. Yep.
Lodi, California.
Okay. And Kira, what were the highlights of the trip for you?
Well, like the whole trip, but mostly probably going to the Great Smoky Mountains, going to Cumberland Gap, and spending a whole day on the University of Tennessee campus, and actually winning a Lady Vols game, because we weren't having a very good time, but now that we won, I'm happy, and I'm happy I got a whole new outfit too.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, another highlight would be going to the the Vols shop.
Oh, yeah, the Vol shop. So the day that we spent on the UT campus was absolutely fantastic.
We got Chick-fil-A.
We actually started the day with a visit to the User Experience Lab, known as UXL, and that's at the Center for Information and Communication Studies. Kara, tell us a little bit about your experience in the lab.
So there was this thing where it was an I Spy game, and during that it was tracking your eyes, and then there was I'm trying to think of it.
Virtual reality?
Not to the virtual reality
sorry.
yet. And then it was basically recording where your eyes moved to, and then there was a video of where your eyes went to, and then there's the VR, which is virtual reality, and the first thing I watched was really cute and really funny. It was the Puppy Bowl, so it's basically the Super Bowl, but with dogs going up against each other.
And it was a VR experience, which made it even more awesome.
It was so cute.
Okay.
And I loved it.
So
much.
Connor, what stood out to you during that experience?
Like Kira said, there was VR and a program that could track your eyes and your eye movement. And another part of it, I really liked the eye tracking program. It was really cool, and I got to see where my eyes looked, and I I saw that, I didn't really look very carefully until the very end, where I had to find the last things for that I spy. And then in the VR, I got to watch some videos about sharks. Got to watch. I watched 2 videos about sharks, and then I watched the Puppy Bowl. And I also got to spy on Kira through the one-way.
The two-way mirror. The two-way glass.
It's one-way glass. You can only see into the thing.
So they have
You can see into the room.
They have a way to make observations, and I thought that was pretty cool, especially as somebody who was there making observations.
Yeah.
So
Really cool.
Now, Connor, you and I are part of something pretty awesome this upcoming weekend. We will present at the 20th Annual ETC. That's a conference put on by the Stanislaus County Office of Education at Stan State. I'm going to present Don't Throw Away Your Shot at EduAwesomeAdventure, and I have some things to kind of tweak and add in. But that's happening during the first session. And then, Connor, you and I are co-presenting If You Give a Kid a Camera during the second session. So my question to you, young man, is why should people come to our presentation If You Give a Kid a Camera?
Well, the people should come to our presentation because if you did come to our presentation last year, as we explained, it's about if you give a kid a camera, right? Well, as we explained about like giving a kid a camera, we expanded. We were trying to expand the ideas parents could teach their kids, and how if you give your kid a camera, see what they can do with it. And an example that you will see in our presentation is first comes a video that my mom made, and then comes a video that I made.
Right. And so you draw inspiration from the adults around you.
Right. So basically, in that little 2-page slide, it shows how when kids receive information from adult educators, or just parents in general, they can get ideas from that and incorporate it with what they do. Like, if they want to take pictures and then edit them, or if they want to make a video and upload it to YouTube, and to the parents or educators, let them experiment around, because they can learn a lot of stuff when you put that camera in their hand.
Absolutely, and magic happens. And I think we'll explore some apps, including WeVideo, Bitmoji, and Prisma. So lots to highlight, and we hope to see some folks there.
And now I'm not presenting my presentation, but another thing, you give your kid a chance to present at these presentations, and if you gotta see what they can do with their minds, because there's so much more to a kid's brain than most people think. They think, oh, they're just kids, they're still learning. But really, we, the kids, can teach the adults a lot more than people think.
Well, and I think that's where you got your From Gaming to Google, which you presented last month at Tech Rodeo.
Yeah.
And the three of us have submitted proposals for the upcoming DigCit Summit over in Salinas that the Monterey Bay Q affiliate is working on. So I'd like to add some closing thoughts, and then I'll give you each a moment to add a final thought. Okay. So I am on the CCQ board, and we are still looking for volunteers to help out at our CCQ table. We need some folks to help share information about Q and the different levels of membership. And we're working on putting some notes together that will be available to the volunteers. And you can contact me or other CCQ board members, and we can give you the Google form link if you're interested in helping out. We also have a special t-shirt offer just for ETC attendees. So be sure to stop by and check things out during the day, whether you're volunteering or not. Stop by our table and get some information from us. Also, we'll have a special 5th session following ETC, and we hope you'll join us for it. Stay tuned for details. Make sure you're following CCQ on Facebook and Twitter. Finally, speaking of Twitter, did you know that the EdTech family is now on Twitter? You can find us at EdTech Family, and be sure to check out our hashtags. Hashtag EdTech Family, hashtag EdTech Family Eats, hashtag Kids of CCQ, hashtag Where's Ms. R Now, and hashtag Teacher Mom. So Connor, in just a few seconds, can you give a parting thought?
Let's give Kira a chance.
Okay. There's no note. There's nothing in the show notes. Final thought, because we're
Gotta wrap it up.
We're over time, so
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to think of stuff.
How about check out our podcast next month?
Yeah, check out our March podcast. Fingers crossed it won't be late like this one.
Well, this one we wanted to wait till we returned from our big adventure.
Yeah, because we had a lot of stuff going on around the house.
And we were gone. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Connor, your final thought?
If you go to DigCit, be sure to look out for our EdTech Family presentation about this and digital citizenship, and that's what the whole idea about DigCit is, about the digital citizenship. Anyway, be sure to come to the CCQ booth. I'll also be there, and I'm not just a presenter. I'll be helping my mom at the booth, and hope you have a great EduAwesomeAdventure. See you in the next podcast. And maybe someday, maybe next year, I don't know when, but we could do a live podcast at DigCit maybe next year. I don't know.
And lastly, a huge shout out to Ben Cogswell in Monterey Bay Q. We're looking forward to seeing you, and thank you for getting us going on the DigCit proposal process. In the meantime, we hope you will make each day an EduAwesomeAdventure. Bye!